defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew rush coming, and he's taken down.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
Flacco. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here's Flacco. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Smith catches left side.
Holding. Offense.
Offensive mistake pushes him back. Now it's second and a little bit longer. They come out with one back and 3 times. Ends. Once more, it's Flacco. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
First down, Flacco. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Second down now after the pass completion. Play fake to force it. Now Flacco. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And that's caught by Smith. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They go pass it, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kamar Aiken from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 79 yards. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Second down following the incompletion. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Flacco. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Steve Smith taking it in. And the Ravens Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. Josh Lambo now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. To the right side to Aiken. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end? And grabbing a little bit of control. What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half.
Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 82 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dwight Lowry. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So out come the Chargers. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Lambo on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He sets to... This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Throwing, Rivers. And he floated one out there incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
When you get that close to the goal line, you can't give up yardage that easily. You might have just given up a great opportunity to score 6 points.
Third and long for Rivers. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Travis Benjamin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And able to find Aiken. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kamar Aiken, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team had...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. And touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 72 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Flacco to throw again on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground. It didn't go in the other direction.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Pass interference. Offense.
And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. Tucker now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the gadget play gets them into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Ravens defense, they get ready, and they trot back out onto the field. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know, from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these...
He's got a man, complete, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 78 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
To return, here's Michael Campanero. Now the Chargers, their defense heading back out there. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing. I guess they... figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Flacco here on second down. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 84 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Tucker, the Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. first down. Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 75 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Over the middle to Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To pass, Flacco. Going right side here, and that's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens cut into that lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, the spin. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back. And
the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down, Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Dontrell Inman, 71 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan. Is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together, but they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
No doubt about it. You can get it to him short and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dwight Lowry. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception here, Rivers looking for Inman deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw, Rivers. He's going to take another shot here. And that's incomplete. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Not able to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Rivers. He's going to let it go again. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Flacco. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Now Flacco. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Following the penalty, it's Forsett. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Forsett. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment. Defense. Still 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Passing play. Flacco under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Denzel Perryman in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from... And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand.
Offside. Defense. A penalty is declined.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Ravens defense as they head out to set up shop. And they dug down last drive on 4th down, got the stop on their side of the field. You play defense, Charles. How huge is that on this drive?
Can't even really quantify it because you're talking about...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Matt Elam. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dwight Lowry. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing here, Rivers. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They give him a gain of 38. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Elvis Dumerville. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw, Rivers. He's going to go up top again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Matt Elam. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last gasp for Flacco. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor.